politics of Claudia Jones as I have today, though her presence lingered somewhere in my consciousness and I used excerpts of her work in my teaching from time to time. I had other fleeting encounters with Jones's presence in sources such as Angela Davis's chapter on communist women in Women, Race, and Class, and Brian Dadsey and Scaife's The Heart of the Race, Black Women's Lives in Britain, which had a few pages of material on Jones. A few years later, in 1992, I decided to visit Jones's gravesite in Highgate Cemetery one gray London day and joined a group tour through the older part of the cemetery. I soon discovered that Karl Marx's grave, my landmark to finding Claudia's, was in fact on the newer side of Highgate Cemetery. A quick escape from that tour and an individual pilgrimage to Karl Marx's gravesite found me in the presence of Claudia Jones's tombstone, a flat stone in the ground to the left of Karl Marx's as one stands in front of the huge Marx bust. The significance of her position in death as it relates to the spatial historical dimensions of both figures is overwhelming. The towering Marx bust, emblazoned with the words, "Workers of the world unite," is frequently visited and always strewn with flowers. Next to it is a simple flat stone, minus all the power and might of Marx, and easily overlooked by all visitors, not knowing that there is a black woman left of Marx. A black woman's history is again, literally, overlooked by many, even as she remains forever and definitively the black woman buried left of Karl Marx. So, gradually, Claudia Jones's presence has consistently enlarged itself in my life and work, as it has in the larger communities of knowledge. Clearly, Jones is determined to be seen and heard again. Writing a paper entitled Black Feminist Thought, Dancing at the Borders for the Black Feminist Seminar of the University of Wisconsin-Madison, 1996, in which I critiqued the U.S.-centeredness of popular black feminist formulations, I decided deliberately to go to the work of Ella Baker and Claudia Jones as illustrations of black feminist politics that cross the logic of U.S. borders. I soon realized that I had little material with which to work. I began in earnest then to engage in research on Claudia Jones. In the Schomburg Library and Cultural Center at the New York Public Library and elsewhere, there was almost a total void. The Schomburg file on Claudia Jones contained only a few clippings from the Daily Worker and 2 encyclopedia entries by Robin Kelly and John McClendon. In all honesty, not much material was available on Ella Baker either. Beyond the film Fundy, not much existed on Marvell Cook and most of the other left women who were, like Claudia, radical black female subjects. This absence also confirmed a tendency that I began to recognize as the deporting of the radical black female subject to an elsewhere, outside the terms of normal African American intellectual discourse in the United States. So I was excited about the ongoing research on Ella Baker by Barbara Ransby, as I was by that of Joy James on political prisoners and black female revolutionaries. What began as a brief interest has since developed into a much larger project, as the paucity of material itself created a huge space that needed to be filled. The identification of a number of people still living who had been comrades of Claudia Jones, many now aging and living in London, New York, and Chicago, opened up a major resource. I decided to work my way back, beginning with those who knew her last in London. In 1997, in between my responsibilities for the London Semester Abroad program of Binghamton University, I made significant advances in the